Nothing can stop me. No. 'Cause I'm addicted to what you and I realize. Lead the way, I follow. No need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all. So tell you good night, 'cause I'll find a better one, yeah. Susceptible now, before the moment flies, before it flies. So tell you good night, 'cause I'll find a better one. Susceptible now, before the moment flies.
All right. I got to adjust the camera for Andrea. My bad.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I just waiting for you to realize that.
Give me a second, guys. Let's see. We got your girl in camera. We got her in
Yeah.
focus. There we go. Let's do this again. My name is Andre.
My name is Andrea.
And we are
Love Crossing Borders.
All right, guys. We got a great episode this evening. Got a good one for you guys.
Exactly.
This is, let me know if you guys can hear us clearly. Everything is good. We're going to have some guests come in tonight in about a good 10, 20 minutes. We're going to be discussing the Petronio Alvarez Festival.
El Petronio Alvarez. Yes, sir.
Yes, if you missed this one this year, this was a good one. I've been to a lot of music festivals. I've been to over 250 concerts, plays, different events. And I can say that as far as the amount of people and the just the energy, it was one of the best festivals that I'd ever been to.
Yeah, obviously. Let's fix it a little bit here.
Fix that. Yeah, we good. All right. You see how Mrs. Spence do your boy? Make sure that I'm on point.
Yeah. Okay. There we
All
go.
right. All right. So we're gonna have Andrea do the shout outs in a moment because we will be discussing the event that took place.
I'm gonna start with a shout out and then we're gonna discuss.
Yes.
We are 9. Thank you so much for being here. Let's go, family. Passport coming soon.
Countdown. I saw that, man.
Gabriel, thank you so much for being here. Estefano, hola mi gente. I hope everyone who was able to make it down to the festival enjoying themselves. I sure did. Now I make sure that you hit that like button and keep it clean and professional in the chat. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Jay, thank you so much for being here.
Jay had a good time. He hung out with us too.
Yeah, thank you so much for the people who started coming to the live stream. 22 people. Bill Speed, thank you so much. Quiet Storm. Thank you a lot. Hello, everyone.
Poor man 313, them 313 boys at it again. Shout out to you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Blade, thank you a lot.
In the building.
African Wolf.
Oh, yeah. Let's get ready to rumble. This is going to be a good one tonight.
You know. Okay. Salud in the chat. Thank you so much. Yeah, we got that. Okay. Thank you a lot, everybody, for start coming to the live stream.
All right. We got 21 people here today. Make sure we got at least 21 individuals that have clicked that like button. We like you. Make sure that you like us too. We had a wonderful time. You know what? I could say that this year, even though there was more people that came down, even though we went for more days, it was not as stressful as last year.
What do you think that it was between this year and the last year for you?
For me, it was, we didn't have to babysit as much.
Okay, we know you. You know that I don't do that.
Yeah, we didn't have to babysit as much. As far as how guys behave themselves at the festival and at the event and how they carry themselves, we didn't have to babysit as much. So that was good for me. And also just seeing the amount of people that came to the festival.
Yeah, it was a lot of people. I think maybe if we can show a photo
We got a
uh,
whole
from
video.
from Petronio Alvarez, it was completely full the last 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, because Grupo Nietzsche performs Sunday. So it was super, super packed.
You guys are
Obviously,
gonna see that. We got a
yeah,
whole video that I put together, a montage of the whole week's event, starting from Wednesday all the way until Sunday. So you guys will get a chance to see how large this event is. We don't have in the States an event this large as far as African Americans are concerned and celebrating our African roots or even celebrating our American roots. We have no event
yeah.
in any part of the country
Yeah,
in the United States like
which
this.
is I feel really proud, even though they're not Black Colombian or Afro Colombian, is the fact that still they'll celebrate and they're still like um, got those
Roots.
names and roots for the African slaves when they came here. A lot of them they called cimarron, and there's the in cimarron is obviously if you can do your uh, homework on Google, you can find that here when they come here with the slaves come to especially Colombia or this part of America, they call cimarron, los cimarrones, and which is really surprised that, for example, one of the best basketball team in Colombia is from Chocó, and they call los cimarrones, cimarrones de Chocó. And they're still using this type of names, of course, and this thing,
Last names. A lot
exactly,
of
and
African last names here.
which is makes me feel happy is the fact like Black Colombians is still making that beautiful tribute. Is that right?
Tribute.
Tribute, yeah, el tributo to this to the people who used to be slaves, the black slaves
Oh
here
yeah.
in Colombia. So it's really beautiful. It's really beautiful. We enjoy everything. I'm about to ask you, how was the food for you? Excelente.
Excelente. The food was amazing. Now most of the food
Mhm.
it was seafood, but they did have a lot of beef. They did have pork there.
Yeah, they have which is I have for me just be outside of the seafood is pastel chocuano or choco, how do you say, cake maybe, but actually it's a tamal. If you have it in Colombia, you know what is tamal, and it's delicioso. It's a mix between chicken and pork, and I really really want to try that once again because I tried like 10 years ago, and from a family from Choco. So this time I say I want to get my pastel chocuano this time. I know it's seafood everywhere, but it's just like I want to spoil myself with some tamal because we call tamal. It's a tamal, but they call pastel. But yeah, it was really nice. The drinks, I
The
mean, we still
drinks were
got
great.
drinks in the fridge, of
Hmm.
course, because it was super packed to drink, to sitting
They would
down
give you
and
so
drink.
yeah, but they would give
Exactly.
you so many samples of drinks all over the
Yeah,
place
yeah,
that yeah, it was crazy. So
exactly.
and shout out to all the guys that made it down and got a chance to enjoy the festival together. It was so many people down here that we actually started Petronio WhatsApp group. That's how many people are down here, males and females. We went out clubbing. We met another group of. I met a group of people that came down here
Hmm.
in a Spanish class, or African American Spanish class. They came down from the States for the Petronio Festival
Hmm.
because they watched our channel.
Yeah, and I think Petronio Alvarez, which is, for example, for you guys, Afro Americans, it's really important. It is really it means a lot when you come here. You say like, wow, they'll still celebrate like our roots,
Our
not just the
roots.
states or not just in Africa or France, for example, or Brazil. No, in Colombia we have that too. So it's the most important Afro festival in South America,
Yes, it is.
and people for all over the world come here and celebrate this beautiful, beautiful festival. But some people, even I know that there are some people, even some Colombians, they say, why you go to Petronio is just like something um they still got that mindset, or I don't know, that idea that is that Petronio is for poor people, or it's just nothing to see. And from my opinion, it's something that you need to respect. It's a festival you have to need, you need to respect. If you're going to, of course, respect the religion that they have, the beliefs, the food, the music, because
A lot
it's
of music.
you need to, yeah, the instruments, the fashion. You know that if you notice in the video that there is going to show you guys, all the fashion or the material that they use, they are from Africa. They bring all the material from Africa. So it's just like when I started seeing that in Petronio years ago, like, wow, those are beautiful colors. My ignorance, right? Beautiful colors. But then when I did my research in Africa, the dress is the same. So it's amazing. And they have here, for example, I forgot to take that photo, but in the accessories stamp, they got maps of Africa, the Africa map,
Uh-huh.
in accessories, in necklaces or earrings or
Oh,
shirts, because
oh.
they're still doing that. And it's just beautiful that they keep doing it and doing that. So
It-
it's great.
what I like about it is not only everything that Andre was saying in regards to Colombian celebrating,
Mhm.
but as I continue to reiterate, and as you guys are going to see in the video that we're going to drop in a moment, you're going to get a chance to see how many people are coming from around the world to Cali, Colombia for this festival. It's one thing to have a festival for your state or your city, but to sit back and see it just every year just getting bigger and bigger
And
and
bigger
bigger.
and bigger. And another thing is just like, I understand the point. There's some people outside of Cali, like from the Pacifico, that they say if this is a Afro Colombian festival, right? And they make a tribute to the whole Pacific region, of course. Why they don't celebrate this festival in Buenaventura or in Tumaco or in Quibdó and or in some towns, and a lot of people, and I agree with this. They say, I mean, Cali is a big city,
True.
so they can hire a big
Police force, security.
exactly, because it's a humongous event. No, it used to be like 20 years ago. Now this event is growing and growing more and growing more. So I know in 10 years they're gonna maybe a rent, or they're gonna have a bigger place, because it's a lot of people that they're going to. And I know when I used to go when I was 18 years old, for example, the space where you sit it down in the food, how to say, the food
Food
court,
court,
it was really small, like really small. The
like a
the
few tables,
liquor, yeah, the liquor spot, they were just like
a
few.
couple
Then
spots,
now it's a whole thing. Now they have
whole
fashion
section.
shows.
Mhm.
Now, and when I used to, when I talking about like 12 years, no, 10 years, maybe 11 years ago, the fashion show was just a little bit, not too much. It's more like the concert, but it's humongous right now how they put everything together, which is, I feel really glad. So I can see the um the change, they getting better
Mhm.
every year. Yeah.
So without further ado, we're going to have some guys coming up in about good 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. They're going to give their stories, guys from the States.
Mhm.
We're going to hopefully, if she's not too busy, I sent the link to Tours by D. She might step in for a moment as well. But we do want you to not only hear our experience, but the experience from the guys that came down here. And we're trying to motivate individuals who are serious about coming to the Afro Colombian Festival here in Cali next year.
Yeah.
Now you know, okay, now I know what to expect. Now I know how big it is. Now I know how serious this is. And you get a chance to start making preparations or order.
Yeah, right
So,
now.
so,
Exactly.
so definitely you want to do that. So let's get
Yeah.
ready to set the video up. We got the video already set for you guys.
Mhm.
And I'm going to play the video, let you guys enjoy it. And I'll turn the volume up a little bit.
That's a nice
Outfit. That
outfit.
is.
It's not a costume. It's
Mhm.
disrespect if you say, oh, that's a nice costume. No, it's a beautiful outfit. Oof. Look at that.
I'm going to put that on pause for a second. Let's go back for a
Oh
moment.
my sweet Lord.
Let's go back for a moment.
With the crowd.
Yeah.
That was bad. Over there, little bit more, babe. Oh, no, no, no.
I'll leave it there. I know it's a lot more people, but I'll leave it right there. We're gonna leave it right there for now. Let you guys see.
Humongous. That's a lot of people.
Yes.
I told to the guy like this is gonna be packed Saturday, Sunday. And they were like, "Are you serious?" Yeah. I mean, you haven't seen anything. Like seriously, the first day, Wednesday, where the start the whole festival, we saw a lot of people.
Yeah, we looked at each other
a
like,
lot of people. Like,
why are all these people here on Wednesday? It was packed on Wednesday. Remember, I did the video, guys, a really short video.
Yeah.
So we're going to continue to show the rest of the video. But at the end of the day, Jay Fleming says the food was great.
Yeah, that's another thing that we need to say about the food. Like the food is great. Just the fact like you need to know, even if they have like 40 stands, you know, but it's the fact like you need to know where exactly go to. And obviously they set up the prices. They already have the list of the prices. So every spot that you go in, the prices are the same, and the same with the liquor. So you don't gonna be like how do you say we
So you won't be overcharged.
Overcharged.
So
Exactly.
when nobody charge you one thing, then another person charge you another thing.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back to the video real quick, guys. That's outside the living club.
Oh, okay.
Remember, I stopped and got that video.
That's the chick that asked you.
Mm-hmm.
Are you serious? You're from here?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Música del Pacífico colombiano. Por favor, recibámosla con un fuerte aplauso. Grupo Chango de Tumaco. ¿Por qué estás tan afligida?
If you want to, you can go grab our liquor.
Los sabios que te tocaban. Ay, se fueron para la otra vida.
I'm gonna pause it right there for a second. Andrea went to go grab our liquor, but that we got from the event. I'll let you guys see it. But no weave in the building. I'm saying it again, no weave in the building.
Yo soy Doña Marimba, los he mandado a llamar a la nueva.
Now we're going to pause right there for a split second, guys. Remember, we mentioned that it is not just 5 days of music and concerts, and it's absolutely free. Again, all this was absolutely free except for the food, the liquor, and all the things that you purchase. But it's a contest. It's a competition, and this is one of the groups that won the competition this year. So that's why you see the trophy in his hand, and they're celebrating because they're one of the groups that won the trophy. Singing.
Con bordón y con requinta, así es mi natural. Arrimo e banco viejo. Tóqueme con el alma y con espiritualidad. Investigué el misterio. Ay, de la marimba tradicional. Investigué el misterio. Ay, de la marimba tradicional.
I see you back there, Chris.
No pierdan sus tradiciones, ni tampoco su identidad. Soy la reina de la selva. Y también del litoral. Soy la reina de la selva. Y también del litoral.
All right, we're going to pause that right there. We got 13 minutes of footage, so we got all type of footage that's going to be going on. I saw my man Chris popped up for a second, but hopefully he'll be back on in a moment. So we're going to be talking to Chris as well. Let's get the super chats real quick. Mrs. Spence?
Yeah, wait a second, Mr. Spence. We got the last one. Okay. You know, I was reading in order.
Okay.
Tevin, thank you so much for being here. Good evening, Uncle Dre, and Andrea, and everyone in the chat. I was absent for weeks due to my work schedule and a naggy lady. Please keep the live stream going for 3 hours to blow out her naggy. Oh my God.
I'll see what I can do.
Out of here with the king. Thank you so much for being here.
All right, hey, Chris, when you get a chance, just pop back in.
Black Nubian? Okay, yeah. Thank you so much for your cash app.
Shout out to them Canadian boys.
Yeah, the Saint African Wolf. Thank you so much.
Thank you too, brother. I'm glad that you guys made it in. We got 31 people in the building. Make sure you click that like button. We like you.
First Class Kings.
That's right. Shout out to First Class Kings, NEMB.
Thank you so much for coming to the live stream. Okay.
All right. And Chris said he'll be right back. I know a few other guys said he'll be coming in as well. He said, Dre, what is the word of the he said, what are you doing now? Word of the day now.
What? What did he say?
What did he say? What is EMB saying? He said, Dre, where is the
What's the word for today?
Yeah, that's what I said. There was a word for the day. That's exactly what
You
I said.
said so fast that I couldn't even
okay.
understand what you said.
The word for the day is Dunday.
Donde?
Dunday. Yes, I'm using your words. Every time you put one up there, I'm going to use it. Dunday, which means where. Where?
Yeah.
Yo, what's good? What's good? Can you hear me? I have no sound. Yo, what's good, people? I don't know if you can hear me now, but I have no sound. Give me 1 second. 1 second.
Okay, we're back in. All right, Chris, whenever you're ready, you can pop back in too. Let me know if the sound came back. Let me know if you guys can hear us.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear us now?
Okay,
Okay, we're good. We're good. All right, shout out to Chris in the building.
What's happening? How y'all doing?
Let me hit this right here for us so we can hear Chris. All right, Chris.
All right, good people. How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Doing great, man. Doing great, man. It was good to see you guys. See everybody hanging out on Monday night at the sports bar.
Mm-hmm.
Likewise.
Oh yeah. So tell me your experience in regards to the festival. You've been there. You've been here just as long as I have, and you've gone to Petronio. Petronio Festival? What are some of the changes that you've noticed over the last few years that have in regards to the festival?
Well, good people, thank y'all for watching. I appreciate you. Hey, thank y'all for inviting me on tonight. So I'll say this year's Petronio Alvarez was wonderful. I enjoyed it as always. This is the third one I've had the pleasure of going to. So for me, it's almost like a family reunion because, like I say, moving with the people, moving with the community. Like we have so many people who are so close to us. Shout out San Beach, all my people, the folks from Timbiquí, the folks from Tumaco, the folks from Nariño, people all over the place. You know, it's just showing of love. You know, funny enough, when I got in, as soon as I got in, I'm walking up to the food tent, and like 3 people just ran out of nowhere. Oh, please, please. Like, you remember my name from last year? It was just that cool. You know, the thing I love about being here is you have real, genuine living with real, genuine people. You're not in a situation where it's a bunch of us and a bunch of them. You know, we live with the people and we move among the people. There's just such a love and a joy that you don't get in a lot of other places here. And like Andrew was saying earlier, you know, yeah, people ask, well, why not Buenaventura? Why not everything else? The one thing you get with the Petronio Alvarez Festival is that you have 60 cities across the Pacifico of Colombia here with us. 60 different cities and towns here to share in this glorious 5 days of nothing but awesomeness.
That's absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. And I'm glad I appreciate how you put it like that, in the form of family reunion or gathering, because it does seem like that. It seems like people that haven't seen each other for a year or people that haven't had a chance to come down for the first time are actually making down. You know what surprised me was so many people from the States that were down here. It was amazing how many people from the States that were down here, not just because of us, but also because of your channel, but also because of the Facebook groups and all the other information that's been put out for the Petronio Alvarez Festival, man. And that's great. Did you get a chance to make it out there Sunday?
No, I didn't go Sunday, man. When I tell you, Saturday night, okay, we have a tradition. You know, with the crew, we get out there and we do our thing. We get that VJ. Right. I had been taking it light until Saturday. Saturday, I think we ran through 3 bottles. I was done. And like I said, the thing is, what's going on, Brother Ron? How you feeling?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Right on, doing well. So, you know, politicking with our normal people, you know, of course I show love to everybody, but I went and strayed and did some other folks this year. They had a little kick to their VJ, so Sunday was like, no. Oh, no, I'm lying. I did go Sunday. I did not go Monday. So yeah, I went. My birthday was Thursday, so we did that. Did a party bus. Friday I was there. Saturday I was there. Of course, Sunday I was there. Monday I didn't go because everybody shut up early, but I did at least text to and send some love to everybody who was still there. But yes, Sunday I was there. Yes, it was wow. Knowing that Grupo Nietzsche was going to be there, they knew that. Grupo Nietzsche, for those who do not know, Grupo Nietzsche is a group that was started by Jairo Varela. I might be saying that wrong, but a cat out of Buenaventura, has an incredible footprint across all of Latin American music. Jairo Varela has created this group. It's gone on for like, how long has they been around? 30 years?
Grupo Nietzsche, yes, around 30/40 years. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long time, but it's just their impact on music here. They got some songs that's just, even if you ain't no big salsa fan, they have, I can't think of the name of the song with the woman be dancing and all that stuff. Oh, they just got great music. And to know they were there, it brought out all of everybody. I mean, I can't even say how much. It's like, this is like the Super Bowl, the damn NBA championship, the finals. It's like everything everybody waits for. And when it happens, it's just beautiful. And this year, like he said earlier, folks from the States were here. Now, I personally like to claim credit for my Brazilian group because I had a group. Matter of fact, you see right there, that's my people. My girl from San Vice, straight out of Timbiqui. My family, nothing but love for her and the family. Yes, sir. Yeah, Timbiqui, her and the family, the auntie, the mama, the other auntie was there. We back in the back drinking what they got in the cooler. It's just a family reunion.
Yeah, the food court.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what I can see in there. Okay, that's when they do the thing in front of the little stuff in the front.
Now there we go. There we go. If you want to see the crowd, that's a nice shot of the crowd. The concert was absolutely
insane.
Crazy.
And here's the thing. Yes, there were a few thefts and a couple of things like that. But within the festival, everything was cool. Didn't nobody break out. Wasn't nobody trying to stab nobody. Wasn't nobody fighting over nobody's woman. It was straight a loving atmosphere.
Off their cell phones and none of that craziness. So, and that's what made it so cool. And what I like about it is what Andre was talking about. It really reaches back into our African roots and the Afro Colombian roots. It's not just showcasing Africa, but you can tell from the music, the sound, how they dress, everything is a lot different from just celebrating Africa. And it's just so much to celebrate. That's when it was raining. Remember, Ron, it was raining.
Yeah, I do.
Me, Ron, Jay. Shout out to Jay Fleming here. Me, Ron, Jay. And it was raining, and they just brought the concert to the inside.
Yes, sir. Water ain't nothing to us.
3 stages?
Oh, yeah.
I think it's like, three separate stages where they were performing music?
Let me pull us all back to the front and say that again, Ron.
I think there was 3 separate stages where they were performing music. There was a big, huge concert going on, but then there were 2, I think, smaller ones that had music pretty much the whole time as well.
Because there's a stage.
Yeah, you got the Cali Afro when you first come into the event. If you come in and bend that, let me see my direction. Come in and bend that right over to the left. Cali Afro, that's part of the organization we work with here as far as the Ministry of Tourism for the state and for the state and the city of Cali. Then you had the smaller stadium where they had a nice little thing going on. Then the main stage. So yeah, there were 3 different events, 3 things happening simultaneously.
Yeah, it was nice.
The other thing that people don't talk about, I know Chris knows a lot about it, is since you brought up the Ministry of Tourism, there's a lot of workshops that go on as well. A lot of speakers that speak. So if you just don't want to just see the concert part, you could also learn a lot about Cali, what's going on in the Afro Colombian community, what are some of the adventures and things that they're trying to do to advance the community as well. So it wasn't just about the music; it was just so much that was involved in that you could enjoy.
Yeah, the Cali Afro stage did a lot of that stuff. Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. Thanks, Kings. Jay, in the building.
Hey, what's
Tell us
up,
about
man?
your experience, your first time with the Petronio Alvarez Festival, correct?
Yeah, this is my first time, and I mean, yeah, it was an amazing experience. I mean, there was a lot of people there too. I mean, a lot, but it was one of my favorite things was definitely the food. Like when you mentioned the food, I was like, yeah, because we went to that one stand where we actually a couple of us got the seafood, and I was like, wow, I mean, it was just great. It was amazing. Of course, the live music was just, seeing all those people and just having a great time. It was just like, it was an amazing experience, honestly.
And in the food court, I noticed this, how, and Ron can attest to this, how helpful the people were. Even though you may not be fluent in Spanish, people were still extremely helpful to make sure that you got exactly what you wanted, exactly what you ordered. They brought the food to you, they brought your drink to you, so you didn't have to stand in line and just wait. I remember when he and I were standing around and there were no tables, nothing, nowhere to sit. And a woman came up to us and she said, "Y'all need somewhere to sit." We were like, "Yeah." And she just went around. One of the waitresses went around and got us a spot to sit.
Yeah.
And,
Right.
after that, you guys were sitting right next to us. So it was just amazing how no matter how many people were there, they had everything in order.
Oh, right. Yeah. So, yeah, because even like when we went to go order our food, I was sitting there, I was trying to speak Spanish to the woman that was serving the food, and she was like, "I speak English." And I don't know what reason, I was still trying to speak Spanish to her.
Right on.
She's like, "You can talk to me in English," And I'm like, "All right, cool." So, but yeah, she was like super helpful, super nice, friendly. Brought our food like way to the other side of where we were sitting, and I mean, it was just smiles everywhere, beautiful women everywhere, just kind people all around.
Yeah,
all around.
Definitely.
All
Definitely.
around.
Definitely.
Really nice. Really nice. We're going to talk about the drinks. Andre got our drinks that we purchased there. Did you guys buy any drinks?
1 minute, please.
Go ahead,
Siempre. Siempre.
Yeah, the only drink we got was I think it was the sugar cane drink. Other than that, we didn't
we got the
sugar cane.
cane.
Yeah,
The sugar cane with the lime.
I pronounce it.
Guarapo de caña.
Guarapo.
Guarapo. Yeah. So yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was
the first time I'd had it. It was pretty incredible.
Yeah.
I think it was like 75 cents or something, $1.
Look here. You see this, huh? I don't play. When it's time, it's time. All right.
It's that time.
First, Las Delicias de Alicia. Another one of the family. Now, my favorite and what we tend to put down is the Pipi Longo. I'm gonna have another Pipi Longo up here to show as well. This is Doña Benny, another one of my people. Now, notice, I don't know if you can see this in great detail in this bottle. This is called Toma Seca. This has spices and traditional artesian herbs. This him?
Okay, so
this right?
We got one too, but ours is without this is Toma Seca. Yeah, this is Toma Seca too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see what the camera's on. Because the cameras always grab one of us and then
Right.
we don't know which one it is.
Yeah.
So when you see this here, you see that in the bottom of that? You see that right now? Oh, you're gonna be in trouble. Now, of course, the young lady we saw from the start in the video from San Vicente, this is their version of Pipi Longo. And what you see inside the bottle, this is the actual Pipi Longo. This is a spice that gives it the kick. Now, a couple of weeks back, we went to, hold on, wait a minute, I'll look at that later. A couple of weeks back, we wound up going to Santander de Quilicha. Some of our people have a compound out there, right? So we wound up going to his father's farm, and we actually saw the Pipi Longo tree. They took it and split it for us. It was a beautiful scene.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Now,
that's nice.
What's this? Los Arecheras de Chacha. There's my folks here as well. Now, these folks here are from, they're from Quibdó. So these people here from Quibdó, they are awesome. This is a strawberry blend with like a almondy, peanutty flavor to it. This was their first time doing this. I had to help them out for that. And then once again, always a home team, Samo Pippi Longo. Yes, sir. Oh, wait. Hold on. One more. So as you see, I be in that Vice. I be deep on that thing.
And the cool part is you can get some of them at some of the African American, Afro Colombian restaurants down here.
Yes, sir.
But for the most part, you can only get it at the festival. Somebody's echoing.
Now, I don't know. Is it me?
Whoever's listening to us at the same time, just drop your volume down. On if you're listening to us while you're on this, if you listen to us on your phone or separately, just turn the volume down. Right.
Okay. So it wasn't me. I got my stuff muted. Now, one place you can go is another friend and family of ours is Vice Positivo. Now that's in Alameda. So if you know what the Alameda market is, let's say you're going straight past it and the market to your left. Been that right on the first street right there where all the ceviche places is. One block up, Vice Positivo. Nothing but love in there. They have a restaurant and they also have the traditional Vice place as well. So you've got those two things. Then, as you know, all throughout the Alameda market, you see folks with Vice as well.
Yeah, that was really good as far as the meals, the food, the atmosphere. This is over where once again it was raining when we were coming in, but it was just so much to enjoy, so much to do. Really nice, and there was a lot of mothers, baby mamas there.
Yes, sir.
A lot of baby mamas up in the house, so representing. This is right, like when you first come into the event. These are people coming into the event, and so yeah, this is when you first come in, correct?
Yeah,
I can't really see. Yeah, okay.
There's the concert.
First come in.
Just to go, there go your girl Andrea.
Oh my God! Eating my
ice cream. That ice cream is good. I'm telling you guys, it's homemade ice cream. It's like you never had it before. It was really, really good. Really good ice cream. And the atmosphere was really cool. Now, this was on Wednesday. All these people that we're showing up for the most part in the beginning, this just on Wednesday when it was there. We were so surprised to see so many people. Really good. This one,
I know that was Friday.
That was Friday?
That was Friday. Yes.
Once again, this is Sunday. Goes to show you the crowd that was taking place. It's absolutely free. I know, right?
All right.
The drone shots are crazy.
You got that from the tourism board, or you took them yourself?
Actually, I get them every year from Facebook. The Petronio Alvarez drops all their videos. They actually broadcast live from Facebook every year, so you can watch the actual festival. This is one of the parts of the fashion show. You can watch the whole festival live on your Facebook, and so if you can't make it down, but they keep the videos up after they broadcast. So every year I just take bits and pieces of the Facebook, and you can do this, King, as well. Just go to Petronio Alvarez Facebook, and you can put together a whole montage like I just did today of the video. So I just took part of my clips, part of the Facebook clips, and I put them together.
Oh, okay. All right. Because I can't imagine that you'd be able to put your own drone up out there.
No. You can't even bring a drone in there.
No, it's not legal.
You want to hit the 2 super chats, babe?
Yeah. Second. Thank you so much, Dean, for being here.
Shout out to Dean.
Yeah, thank you a lot. He said, I went to an African American festival this weekend. The difference is our music keeps changing, and the Afro Colombian retains the same songs and instruments. It's not influenced by music industry.
That's true. That's true.
Right.
Thank you, Razor Rays, for your donation.
Shout out to Razor Rays in the building.
Salute, Razor Rays.
Andrew Green, thank you so much for your donation. He say, hello, Andrea and Andrea. Must say, Andrea looked very nice on Friday's show, but I thought I would see you and Andrea show us some salsa dancing, or Andre, you're not ready. Oh.
Well, I'm ready. Believe me.
Straight paper. I can't wait for the next year. I'm definitely coming.
Yes. You guys that need to come down. It was one of the things that I noticed Chris and Jay and Ron and even Andrea, I noticed that the traffic wasn't as bad as last year.
Yeah, it didn't seem that bad.
Thank God. Yes, they had a much better traffic plan.
Yeah. Remember last year, the driving was just more like, and you could just drive smoothly there and smoothly back.
Because we didn't take la autopista. Like the freeway, the freeway that we have here, la autopista. No, we didn't take it. But yeah, they having other things to do last year, so that maybe probably that's why the traffic wasn't too bad.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all. It was really, really nice.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing that I noticed, gentlemen, that was there that took place was that there wasn't just black people. That a lot of people think that it's people from all over the place.
Yeah, it's true.
I definitely noticed that. Yeah, because I mean, I seen a couple what appeared to be maybe European people out there. Yeah, seemed like there were people from all over, not just from Colombia. So I mean, that's nice to have that diversity out there.
Oh yeah. Let me ask you guys this, because we can also talk about this. I'm going to put this video on pause for a second because it's a few more minutes to that as well. But I do want to talk to you guys about this. The nightlife. You've gone to Petronio, you had a good time. Let's talk about the nightlife. When you went out and had a good time, how would you guys experience for the nightlife? I already know what Chris's was, and I'm going to use Chris as the anchor. But Jay, Ron, let's hear what you guys have to say in regards to your nightlife experience here while you were in Cali.
You want to go ahead, Jay?
Yeah, sure. So I went to what was it, Latopa? Is that how you say it? Latopa. I actually have that on video with me and Veronica. Dre, you met Veronica. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. That was pretty fun. I think I was supposed to go out with you guys at night after Petronio, but then I wound up I actually came home and all my power was off and everything. And I hurried up and hopped in the shower, and then I text you guys. I laid down for a second and just fell asleep. So, yeah, so I was like, I kind of felt bad for you guys, but yeah, I've been to Latopa before, man. Really enjoyed it. Enjoyed myself. Got to see a lot of salsa dancing, and I got to show off the stiff hips. So that's on camera too. I showed off the stiff hips on camera. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it was good, man. Like it contrasts. Like I don't go out that much anymore in the States, but it's a big contrast in terms of the general attitude people have, even in nightclubs. Right? There's this overriding friendliness because the first night we went to Latopa, I think was Wednesday, and it was not crazy crowded. And then we went back. I guess it was Saturday night, and I think Andre, you might have remarked you had never seen that many people there.
I've never seen Latopa like that.
But
it
even
was
then,
crazy.
Yeah, but it's not like if you go into a club like say in New York City that's that crowded, there's that overarching feeling like it's only a matter of time before something awful happens in here. But you don't get that feeling. I didn't get that feeling when I was in there. Everybody was even in a big crowd, incredibly sort of friendly, and they were having a good time and not so worried about, oh, you stepped on my foot, we got to fight, or you looked at my wife, we got a duel to the death. It wasn't like that at all. It was very calm. It was the biggest, calmest crowd I've ever seen. Like they were partying, they were having a good time, but nobody was looking to mess the night up. Right? It was just
the dance floor was not empty from one side. Yeah,
they danced the entire time. Colombians love to dance. Colombians love dancing, and it was great, man. It was a really good time. Like if a person hasn't been there, it has a very different feel than other big music festivals or cultural festivals I've been to in other places. And it's kind of hard to explain to people if they haven't seen it, but there's this incredible feeling of people welcoming you. They want it. The Colombians I've met just walking around the Airbnb, people hear you speak English and they want to explain how wonderful they think Cali is. And whatever 6 English words they know, or whether they're fluent, they use them. And they don't care that you can't speak English. They'll be very patient and try to understand you and have this substantive conversation. Which, if you juxtapose that of going, say, to Europe, right? If you walking down the street in Italy and you're trying to ask somebody for directions and your Italian is awful, sometimes they'll just walk off, right? They're like, and they'll just go, right? Whereas Colombians, like I had someone for like a good 3 minutes try to explain to me how to walk around the corner because I keep forgetting the word for left, but I finally got it now. But they were trying to tell me to take a left, esquina, yeah. So I got it now. But
I finally got it right when Andre corrected me a few times. Yeah.
Yeah, it was great though. So it's just really a nice feeling to be in a place where there might be a few 100,000 people, and you have that feeling of I walked up to any person and asked a question, they would stop what they're doing, like, oh yeah, like welcome. It's down here to the left. Yeah, have a good time. People were very, very warm. Right. That's the feeling I will take with me when I leave Cali is that the people here have been very warm, very warm.
Yeah.
Chris,
and the nightlife is great. The nightlife is definitely.
Oh yeah. Chris, the nightlife king.
Hey, well, like I said, I didn't do a lot this time because we did a lot through the course of the day. And then, like I say, luckily, my birthday, we at least got a Chivo, went out and did that thing. And then too, like I say, we had, I want to say for my birthday, we had folks from Brazil here. There was a group of girls from Brazil here, a group of young ladies. I want to say there's about 10 of them. So politicking with them. Akeem Tulsa from Live Be Do, my boy, he had a group here. I know he had 12 people, so politicking with them. Of course, y'all came out on the Monday, politicking with y'all. There was at least 60, 70 people here just amongst us. So I was occupied running with them, out there with them, having fun with them, doing my thing. It was just, anytime you have Petronio going on, you can fall into a club that usually ain't got nothing going on, and it's popping. Matter of fact, speaking of, we did go out. We wound up going to La Teresa, the reggae spot down in the boulevard. So, of course, we go down. We run into some cats. Oh, man, ain't nothing going. It's just they walk straight past the street, pointed down to the bottom. Now, of course, the bottom shut down at 1 o'clock. So I'm like, look here, you need to hang with one of us because we're going to show you where to go. So took them back, took them upstairs. We closed the club down. So we got out there about 3:30. So that's the thing. If you come here, politic with somebody who knows something. Don't just go running around scared. You ain't got to be scared. If you move like you got sense and you conduct yourself accordingly, you'll be fine. Especially during one of the festivals, there ain't nothing but love out there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We didn't get home till what was that? Saturday.
Where?
Me and Ron. Landis. It wasn't. Jay wasn't with us.
It was Saturday / Sunday.
Yeah. We came in. We got home like 7 o'clock.
I don't doubt it. I do not doubt it.
We just sat around just even after we left, because we left Latopa, then we went to a club in Manga, and then we by the time Manga clubs don't close till like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning.
That's how I knew when you said what time it was. I knew where you went.
We sat around. Me, Ron, and Landis just sat around just debating and talk about different things in the city and just YouTube and just conversing. And it was just good to sit back and just know that you're in a safe area, in a safe city, enjoying yourself, because everybody's here to have a good time. Nobody came down.
Right.
You didn't. One thing I noticed, you didn't hear about the scammers being out there, and every time you turn around, somebody, a foreigner, this was happening, like in Medellin.
Yeah, we were eating street food because you said Andrea wouldn't let us eat in the car, so we sat on the street. And you didn't get anything, but myself and Landis were eating street food, just talking.
Yeah. And wait, and you did not die. That's why we're trying to get folks to understand. You can eat the street food. It's not like you eating, monkey meat. It's good, flavorful. The people care because why ruin my business for that? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I love that street food. I tear it up like it ain't no tomorrow.
You can drink the water. You can eat the food. Like that's
exactly.
I've been eating the food here for 2 weeks, drinking the water. It's fun.
And you have yet to die one time. So, so let that be a testament for those who are afraid.
That's good,
And
man. It's all good.
actually, that's what we did on Saturday night. Remember, we stopped off at that little spot and had some street food.
Yeah,
They had the
exactly.
tables. It was like at about 5:30, and
It
we
was
had
about
some
6.
arepas with cheese.
Yep, my first arepa.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, my first arepa.
So we got a chance to enjoy that. But let me let Andrea do the comment section. If you guys put some comments in.
Okay. Okay, there we go. Good time, Grego. Thank you so much for being here. Darnell is here too.
Shout out to Darnell.
Kenny say, "What doing, Slim Dre? I hope you feeling well."
Oh yeah, feeling great. Good
Tell
chopping
you
up.
why. I'm sorry, babe.
That's all right.
Tell you why, Andrea. Say hello. Thank you so much. I'm coming to the next one in 2024.
You guys will love it.
I speak Spanish. Peace and blessings to everyone. What's up?
Oh man, and you know what I noticed down here also, which I couldn't have never did, but
What?
I don't see how some of these guys did it.
What?
I saw guys that brought their girlfriends and wives down.
Who?
We had some with us, yeah.
From the States. No,
Who did it?
we just came across and was noticing different people that were from the States that had their wives and their girl. There was no way in heck I'm gonna have to be married to somebody from the States and I'm gonna bring them to Cali. Because me and Landis and a couple other brothers were saying when we were all hanging out on Monday, Kings, and one brother said, "Oh, he won't be back again."
You said Landis. You already know he wild.
Yeah, your wife will never let you come back to Cali by yourself. That is not happening.
No.
That is not happening. You go for enough. Ron, tell your story. Tell your Bogota story.
No, I met someone. I was having a conversation with a lady in Bogota, and I told her I was coming to Cali for the festival afterwards, and she had this look like, "Ooh, I'm never gonna see you again." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And it was just this sort of feeling. She said, I think she said basically, the women are really beautiful and they're really friendly. Like, you're gonna meet all these people. You'll never come to Bogota again. And I was shocked that, that was the feeling, right? Like, because I never. Yeah, there's a lot of really friendly, really beautiful ladies here. So I kind of understand after being here for about a week, I kind of understand like why some women from other cities might feel that way.
Do you notice? I already know Chris King. He already know the answer to this because he's been living here long enough. But Jay, Ron, do you feel that women here, even though they're beautiful, are approachable?
100%. People in general here have been approachable.
That's
men
true.
and women have been. Like in general,
Jay?
People here are just very warm, friendly, approachable. Yeah, definitely.
Well, while we were at the festival, I think you kind of noticed I was a little distracted. So, yeah, they're definitely approachable.
Jay was on tour.
Yeah, they're definitely approachable.
Jay was looking at prospects. Jay was disappeared, then he'd come back. Jay was doing it.
Yeah, I was trying my best not to get separated from the group, but yeah, I was a little distracted a lot of the times. And yeah, the women are very approachable, very kind, nice, have no problem giving you their WhatsApp number.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my!
Let me ask all three of you guys this question. I'm going to anchor once again with Chris, since we're the longest guys that've been here in Cali. For the most part, each one of us have been to more than one city in Colombia. Do you find that Cali is the least tourist, as far as the larger cities, the city that feels least like a tourist city compared to the Bogota, the Medellin, the Cartagena, the San Andreas, those cities, those major cities? do you notice that it doesn't, even though no matter how many people were here, you just didn't have that touristy feeling like this is a tourist town?
Right.
Yeah, I get that vibe. I would say like Bogota feels a lot like New York in a lot of ways. In the sense that it's not that people are unfriendly, but everybody that you see on the street is going someplace and they're like 5 minutes late. They got to get there. And so there just isn't that amount of time. There's a certain impersonal quality that they have. Whereas here, I make a trip to the grocery store down the street every day, and I'm friends with the dude that works there now. And he's got 3 words of English, and I got about 8 words of Spanish, and somehow we make it work for 5 minutes
Right
every
on.
day when we go.
Bogota,
Whereas in Bogota, like I kind of did the same thing. I was going to this coffee place every day, and every day was like the first day we met. And the person was really happy when I gave them the money. They gave me my change, and I left. Whereas here, there's still that curiosity you get and that interest that you get to share their home with a foreigner. Whereas people in Bogota are used to people from all over the world coming there, and they're like, "Listen, if you want to find something, get
Right.
that." Whereas here, they're pretty happy you're here because there aren't so many of us that have overrun the place, and they're just really excited to show what their experience of being from Cali is about, which is nice. And you don't get that in tourist places.
Right.
Yeah. Jay?
Yeah, so Cali does not feel like a tourist area outside of Ibagué. I went to Ibagué when I was out here before I went to Brazil. Cali just, honestly, I don't see very many Americans out here, period. Like the whole time I've been out here, I think the only Americans I've seen were you guys when we went out to the festival. But outside of that, it's like, everybody's very friendly, very helpful, willing to point you in the right direction, whatever you really need. They're there to, they're almost happy. They're almost happy.
Well, they are happy to assist you in whatever you need. So, it's a very welcoming, warming feeling whenever you are in Cali.
Oh, yeah. Chris, tourist town.
Well, yeah, like I say, for most certainly, you're here, and I tell everybody when they come here, you're living among the people, you're moving among them. So things you may be used to in Medellin, you're not going to get here. Things you may be used to in Cartagena, Bogota, you're not going to get here. You're living a real everyday life experience. A lot of cats come in, well, they got this and that and that and that. One thing I've learned in being here in these years is every city has its own unique signature. You can't come here expecting what you got there. You can't go there expecting what you had over here. You appreciate what you have where you are because you got the hospitality and love from these people. You in their backyard. If they're happy enough to invite you to the cookout and they feel good enough to it, eat what they got. Do what they do. Move with love and feel all right. You know what I'm saying? Just keep yourself in check. Everything gonna be good. You're gonna be welcome with open arms, no doubt. I can tell you that from firsthand experience, being lost out here in these damn streets, barely speaking Spanish sometimes. Thank God I'm much better now. But when I first got here, I was a plumb fool just running. And thank God, he protects, babies and fools. So my foolish behind was took care of by some good people out here. And I'm still friends with most of them, if not all of them today.
All right. That's like what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah, I find that the most of the people that I deal with are not that you meet here in Cali are not out to scam you, aren't out to use you, things like that.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. I just like in my stomach. Yeah, you're saying?
I know you're winding down.
Yeah, obviously, since 5 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna set everything up so you'll be able to give me a second. I'm gonna let you go ahead and hit the super chats.
Okay.
The cash apps.
Yeah, I think
not the cash apps, but the chat. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Good time. He said last week I was trying to speak Spanish in Bogota, and this chick laughed in my face and then told a coworker whatever I said.
in your face. Yours.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bogota.
That's unbelievable. Wow.
Yeah, that is different. I've never, no matter how many
Wow.
times, I've never had somebody laugh in my face in regards to knowing Spanish or not knowing Spanish.
When they're still laughing, that one thing is like you look cute. When you're trying to
Yeah.
speak Spanish, say you look cute, you look nice. But just laughing because make you feel like silly or
Mhm.
yeah, that disrespect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So here we go. Here's what we'll do for you, Mrs. Spence.
Mr. Spence.
Hold on for a second. All right. We're going to play this one more time for some of the guys that didn't get a chance to see it from the beginning. Once again, this is the sister from Brazil. Yeah, the one in the jean right there. That's the one that was hitting on your boy with what Andre was Andre was down not even 10 paces away. She like, where you from? Where you at? What's your name? Blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, it's closer as aquí.
La música del Pacífico colombiano. Por favor, recibámosla con un fuerte aplauso. Grupo
Also,
Chango de Tumaco.
one thing that we talked about the other day, guys. Let me mute that sound, let it play. One thing that we talked about the other day is a weave-free environment. I'm going to repeat that. We talked about that the other day as we were walking. Come on, Jay, don't be laughing now. Don't be laughing now, Jay. We talked about the fact that it is a weave-free, for the most part, environment. You find braids here and there. You'll find maybe an extension here and there. But for the most part, you got thousands upon thousands of Black women. And you ain't going to see that many, if any, forms of weave all over the place.
Exactly.
Not all over the place. Not like in the States where 90% of the females, you guaranteed that it's going to be a weave is an event there, Black or white.
Right.
So that's one of the things that we did notice is that you saw a lot of beautiful braids. You saw a lot of beautiful afros, a lot of beautiful hairstyles, and just the women were very, very just feminine. Just their energy was extremely feminine.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's walking around. No women walking around being masculine or manly. And they were extremely, extremely friendly. So if you was a single guy, you could definitely come up during that event. And then they were loving Ron. Oh, they love Ron. Ron. How tall are you, Ron?
6'6".
Okay, so Ron walking through the Petronio Alvarez festival, and women just coming out of the woodworks just to stand next to him, just to start a conversation.
It was strange. I think I was scaring a lot of the kids. They were like, "Oh my God, what is up with this dude?" but yeah, it was. That is one thing you notice when you get here, though. Most of the men are 5'9", 5'8". Most of the women are shorter. So I kind of stuck out a lot. You stuck out a lot too, Andre.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're tall here, you really, really, really stuck out. And there's a bit of a fascination with it. I mean, the only other place I've experienced it was in Asia. Because over there you got the double whammy. You're both black, which they don't see specifically in Vietnam. They didn't really see that much. And to have somebody over 6 feet tall was like seeing a white tiger running down Flatbush Avenue in New York. But so yeah, that was interesting. That was interesting. Yeah, that was interesting. That was very interesting. It's one of the few times I get reminded that I've been reminded I'm tall every single day I've been here. Like whenever I go out anywhere, it's like their icebreaker. You muy alto.
Yeah. And nobody, it just opens up doors for you. Like with the young lady. Here's the story. I'm about to get on the dance floor in Latopa, right? We walk through the door. Now you guys know my motto. I don't cheat, I dance. Okay. So I only dance with the hot chicks, right? I walk through the door, Chris, Jay. I see this sister, beautiful Afro, cute as she can be. She's got to be about 5'6", 5'7", right? Oh, I'm dancing with her. We go get our drinks. We doing our thing. We chilling. We relaxing. Just having a good time. She comes over to the bar and she sees Ron. That little dance was I didn't get that dance that night. I didn't get that dance that night. She saw what she wanted, and that was it.
So Ron, you sauce as well?
You know what? I don't. I wanted to learn. I was willing to try. It just didn't work. It just didn't happen. Like I don't know what happened. I went in. We got some drinks. We're talking. We're having a good time. The next thing I know, it was time to go. Maybe it was a Havana. Maybe it was a Havana club we drank. Maybe that's what it was.
Oh, that's where y'all had it. Because I know Landon posted a picture of it. I'm like, where you get that from? Well, Landis. Yeah, like, where you get that from? Okay, right on.
It was delicious. Absolutely delicious. But you don't need to be tall here to have, like, you could just walk up to people. They're very friendly. You don't need to have anything.
That's true. That's another thing that we want you guys to realize in the comments that once again, you don't have to be. He's absolutely correct. Just because one person is tall, believe you me, we see dudes walking around Cali all day long that's 5'7", 5'8", and had a hot chick on their arm. I saw dudes with a hot chick on their arm and they chick be taller than they are. And you see that all the time.
Yeah. I've seen that a lot too, where the woman was taller than the man.
You on mute, Chris.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yes, all the time. It's always like that here.
Yeah, I've seen that a few times walking around where the woman was taller than the man. It's not an issue here. Like a man's height is not an issue here at all.
No, I think that's one of the things that guys will have to, some guys in the States, you may hear something about, you may not be tall enough, or I need a man over 6 feet, not realizing that there's only 12 to 14% of us over 6 feet in the world. But to come to a country where the women are approachable, where the women are friendly, where the women are highly attractive. And the other part about the women here in Cali, many of them don't know how fine they are. Many of them do not know how gorgeous they are, especially the chocolate ones. They think that the light skinned ones is the flavor of choice, but they do not know. These chocolate sisters down here, man, they have very little to no makeup on most of the time and just killing it.
Oh yeah.
That stuck out the most is there wasn't. I think the second night we went to the festival, I actually was counting for a while how many women I would see who had on what I would consider to be a quote unquote a lot of makeup. And it was not many at all. Like people were just very natural. They had their hair done. They were dressed, they were dressed nice, but it wasn't like a ton of makeup. And you mentioned the other hair extensions and stuff like that. It just wasn't a part of the thing. And even when I walk the streets, I don't see people wearing a lot of makeup, especially the darker skinned Afro Colombians. I almost never see them wearing makeup.
Nope. Very little, maybe some lip balm, maybe some lipstick, maybe a little liner here and there. But for the most part, it's like the darker they are, the more flawless their skin is. And dude, I'm telling you, if you some of the most beautiful, like this sister here, some of the most beautiful chocolate sisters that you will see, you be like, okay, that's what I'm talking about. There's some very, very beautiful women that are down here. Believe you me, your boy Jay Fleming definitely knows.
Hey man, when I'm in Cali, yeah, that's my flavor in Cali. I mean, I love the sisters in Cali, man. It's like, how do I put it? It's a breath of fresh air. Let's put it that way. When you could come here, again, like you said, there's not a abundance of weave, very good attitudes, just nice all around, and I'm just like, it's nice to be around that, So yeah, sisters are definitely my flavor when I'm in Cali. So.
And the crazy part is the sisters in the States that are chocolate are the ones that have the craziest attitude. I just love every time we look at the concert, the size of the concert, and how many people were there for this event. It was just crazy. Just crazy to see so many people from around the world. And Chris is right. So many people came down from Brazil to get here, and that's not an easy flight. For a lot of people don't realize that to fly from you would think it is since it's in the same continent, but it's a between 7 to 9 hour flight in some cases.
Yeah,
so it's great flight, to see that. Yeah. Are they still here, Chris? Your friends from Brazil, are they still here?
2 were here today. I think 2 were left. The rest of them got gone. I know one young lady, she's got a YouTube channel as well, Rebecca out there. I want to say she went back to she's been in Amsterdam. So I think she went back to Amsterdam. But yeah, I know 2 were still left here today. I talked to 2 of them earlier.
Oh yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Well, I'm glad that they had a really good. Was it their first time here?
Yeah, first time in Cali, first time in Colombia. Yeah.
And what was their response or reaction to being here for the first time?
It's just like everybody, man. When you come here, it's just like, oh my God, there's so many beautiful Black people here, so much experience we never see. Because just like everything, man, you get that European view of the world. You don't get to see the true color that exists. And when you come here, you see so many artisans, so much craft, so much stuff that's just the life's blood of everything. And you had no idea the world reflected you in such a way. You know what I'm saying? So they were just like next level, just lost and blown away. Their eyes was big like little kids. They had a ball. They had a truly good time.
And to sit back and see their brothers and sisters on the other side of South America is just in celebrating the way that we do. It's just amazing to sit back and see people enjoying themselves and eating ice cream like Andrea, relaxing. So it was just so much fun, man. I'm glad that they had a good time. I really am.
No doubt. It was beautiful, man, to have so many people. And like I say, the group of guys you had came through like folks. I was really, really impressed with them gentlemen. They came through. They had the right attitude, the right mindset. They came through and conducted themselves and had a blast.
You know what? I'm going to pause the video in regards to that, because that's very important what you just said, Chris, in regards to when you come to Cali, it takes a certain type of man and woman to really enjoy Cali, Colombia. This is not Cartagena. That's why you guys often hear me say, if you in Cartagena, don't come here. If you are a Medellin dude, this ain't for you. You Sosua,
they can't survive.
Keep on going. Yeah, you ain't gonna make it, because Chris could tell you there are many dudes that come down here thinking that because there's sisters down here that they can treat it like they treat sisters in Cartagena, and then they leave in about 2 days because oh man, it's boring down there. Ain't nothing going down there, because like Chris said, if you have nobody to show you where to go to, you won't know where to go to.
Nothing.
You'll be so lost in Cali because everything is spread out, and I like that about the city. There is no one place. There is no clock tower. There is no Sosua Beach. There is no Parque Lleras like in Medellin, where you can go for the party girls and the pay for play. It's spread out throughout the city. So unless you got somebody like Chris or myself or other guys that we know down here, Chris, what would you say the amount of brothers that either frequent Cali that are in our groups or actually live here? What do you say? I say it's about on a regular basis, about a good 30 of us.
Yeah, somewhere in the neighborhood sounds about right. Because like I said, there's a lot of us here that are here pretty much semi-annually, wind up staying here 6-7 months out of the year if we can, have obtained visas or whatever else. Then you got those who just come tap in and they come in like folks, let you know, hey, I'm on the ground, I'm here, let's get it.
Yep. I think what I like about the WhatsApp groups is with the BMT and Cali group is you can ask any question and somebody will have the answer for you in the group. If you don't know where that Airbnb is, on that what side of the city it is, you just drop it in the group. Hey, I just got an Airbnb. What do you guys think about this area before I book it? Things like that. Like for example, Ron is literally around the corner from me in a brand new refurbished, wonderful Airbnb. I'm going to be interviewing his hostess. She's a real nice lady. Go ahead, Ron. Let me let you tell a story about your hostess.
Yeah. I think it was either Thursday night, maybe Friday night. I was actually about to go to the festival, and I was walking out on the balcony, and I forgot what I was going out for, but I was going out somewhere, and she happened to walk by and just struck up a conversation. She's, I found out she speaks, fluent English, actually lives in California, but grew up here, and 30 seconds into the conversation, she had invited me to go look at the other rental unit that they were photographing to put up on Airbnb. We had wine, cheese. Her partner, who I'd already met, her business partner who I'd already met when I checked in, he was there. Then his girlfriend showed up, and then her family showed up. And then the next thing you know, we're just having this great conversation sitting in the living room. And we just talked for like an hour. She had never seen me before in her life. And, 30 seconds later, after meeting her, we're having red wine and cheese. And actually, you pulled up as we were standing out on the balcony. I don't know where you were coming from, but you pulled up with your wife. And I did not realize that I was literally around the corner from you, even when you dropped me off the night before. I for some reason, it just didn't register that you were, 90 seconds walk, 2 minutes walk from where I'm staying to your place. And 5-10 minutes to the mall.
And Ron is, you guys often hear me talk about the Afro Colombian vegan restaurant on this side of town. Ron is literally across the street from it. And tell us your experience of that restaurant, the Afro Colombian vegan restaurant.
Yeah, I can hit that place with a rock. I'm so close. It's on my way when I go to the supermarket. And when I first saw it, I thought it was a house and wasn't paying attention. And then as I kept passing, I happened to read the sign. I was like, wow, it's vegan. So I popped in. I mean, I eat dead animal carcass. I want to be fair about that. I'm not vegan. I absolutely love dead animal carcass. But I figured, why not give it a shot? It's right there. It's really good. Again, the people that work there are incredibly friendly. There's two things about Cali that stand out, or I should say Colombia that stand out, is that people are very conscious about what they eat, food quality in general, and they're very eager for you to try things that they're proud of, right? So you don't have to know what you want when you go in. You don't have to know about things before you go. You just ask, and they're very, very happy to tell you, to explain to you. And when I left, they were like, oh, you should try this place here, and you should try that place there, and you should try this place here. Like, they're just very much interested in when people come, as long as your energy is good toward them, they're very interested in you having a pretty good time and wanting to come back, right? They want you to come back if they kind of sense that you're a pretty decent person. They want you to feel welcome and to come back. And so that part that's really nice. Like, and Cali's a big city, right? It's not some little tiny place. It's a big city. It's a couple million people, I think, a million and a half, 2 million people. It's a big city, but it doesn't feel like it. It feels like a very small town. Like, people are really, really cordial, right? They're really cordial. So it's a big city, but feels like a very close community, a very small town. It's nice. It's really nice.
I'm gonna hit these comments real quick. Thanks, Ron. I'm gonna hit these comments real quick. Then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna continue to talk, especially with Chris, when it comes to the character of the type of guys that come here. Because you're absolutely correct, Ron. That's a good point. And even Jay can attest to this. It is a huge city. However, it does have a small town feel. And if you are a dude that does not know how to be honest with the ladies, you'll find out that you smashing somebody's cousin. real quick. Somebody friend real quick in Cali, Colombia. So it does take a certain caliber of man that's being honest with himself, that's willing to be honest with the women here when you come down here. But let me hit these comments real quick. And then,
hey guys, I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry, Andre. I gotta drop off. I gotta do a
oh, no problem.
A thing with my kids. I'm gonna, what do you call it? FaceTime with my kids.
FaceTime.
They're about to go to bed. Yeah, they're about to go to bed.
Wow.
So thanks for having me. I appreciate it. I'm gonna be here for a couple more days, so maybe I'll get to see you guys again before I roll. I'm gonna go in the car to hang out with a friend.
No doubt. I got a restaurant I will take you to anyway, probably tomorrow or the next day.
All right, cool.
All right,
brothers.
All right, Ron.
See you later.
For coming.
Yes, all right,
My pleasure.
All right, let me go and hit these comments, and then we're gonna me, you, and Jay are gonna converse for a second until Jay has to fall off. You know, Jay, Mister. You know, I don't know what Jay got playing. You know, I never know what Jay got playing.
What? I don't really know. I'm actually free tonight.
What?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm actually I'm chilling tonight. Taking a break.
Man. Yeah. All right, hold on for a second. Okay, we got the African Wolf. He says, now that's what I'm talking about, the chocolate ones. He said, Lord have mercy, chocolate everywhere.
Yes.
My man's El Grim in the building with the $20 super chat. Thank you very much, brother. We appreciate you so much. Petronio makes you see what American, what women in America could be. I agree with that. I even add on to that what women in America used to be, but just decided not to be. And so now, since they decided not to be that feminine, fit, I didn't see not one. Hey, come on, Jay, let's be real. Yeah. You no matter where you go in the world, you're gonna see a couple big girls.
Right.
But here in Cali, among the sisters, you ain't see that much.
Yeah, it's few and far in between. I mean, it's just like the difference is in the States, the majority of the women are overweight versus here, you know, the majority of the women are in shape. So, you know, it's like night and day. So it's not like this huge competition for the in shape ones. It's like, because most of them are already in shape. So, you know, that's kind of just the standard. That's not even, you know, the exception.
You see what I'm saying? Look, you just look on the video. You ain't seeing no big chicks. You'll see one every blue moon, but you ain't seeing a whole herd, especially among black people. You're not seeing a whole herd of big chicks walking down. Now, I can tell you this. If I see some big chicks in Cali, Colombia, first thing come to my mind is they must be from the States. They must be here for surgery. They must be one of Chris's friends. Because I'm gonna tell you something. You got some of the most beautiful, curvaceous, full figure women that I have ever seen. I'm like, boy, if I was single, I ain't into big girls like that. But if I was a single dude, goodness gracious, they got some of the most beautiful, curvaceous women that are, you know, plus size women that I have ever seen in my life in this city.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, I've noticed that here, like, even when they are bigger, it's like it all falls in the right places.
It does.
So it's not like, it's not like, you know, just sloppy. It's like, you know, it's nice. It's like right where you like it. So, you know, that's the difference.
So
true. You know, one of the things I'll contribute that to is, of course, they have better food here. So you got less chemicals and all the preservatives and all that foolishness. All the stuff in the food is causing us cancer and everything else, lessening your life. They don't allow here in the country. So, you know, it's not GMO friendly at all. So for some things you can take away from being down here, there's certain things when it comes to health and just diet and exercise and that lifestyle that you can't take away from here. You know, I mean, it's no comparison whatsoever. Even down to the fast food stuff. Yes, it's the same, but the flavor is completely different.
Completely different. You can eat Domino's pizza. It does not taste like Domino's in the States. We just talking about regular, inexpensive Domino's, and all ain't nothing but fresh vegetables on there. And it's not American-ish cheese or American-ish sauces, so it tastes completely different. It's the craziest thing. Let me hit these.
McDonald's.
I you know what? I wouldn't know about the McDonald's, but
I've been there.
Is
I
it
don't
different?
eat it in the state. Yeah, I don't eat it.
It's
in the
not
States.
terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, but the difference is you can tell there's not a bunch of chemicals and GMOs. Not that I
Right.
eat McDonald's very often. I just uh, I think I've eaten McDonald's maybe twice in the last 10 years in the States, and then while I was here, I've eaten it like twice. So, but I can definitely tell the difference. I think Andre froze.
Did they bring them out? The Petronio Festival brought out some of the finest women. Goodness gracious, they came out. They brought them out.
Oh,
All right, so Donnell Lifecroft say he done heard playing bass and he sold. Let's get it.
Yeah, he said, guys, just he said, you guys just said the right thing that I want to hear. He said, I've been plant-based for 6 years. Oh yeah, they got some great Colombian restaurants. I mean, vegan plant-based restaurants down here. A lot of them. I just ordered from one. You can order through Rappi, the app, and you can have vegan food and vegetarian food directly delivered to your house. The other thing that I like is what Rappi does. Where Rappi does the delivery of the cash. Have you tried that, Chris?
Nah, because typically I'm out and about, so ain't no big thing for me.
Yeah, I rarely go to the ATM now. And if you guys want to do a consultation in regards to your relocating or visiting or retirement here in Cali, Colombia, just reach out to me and we'll schedule a consultation with you guys. Shout out to Stefano for the information. And also, Chris, do me a favor, whether it be in the private chat or in the regular chat, drop your YouTube channel, as well as Jay. Drop you guys' YouTube channel, we'll be able to have some guys subscribe that haven't subscribed to you guys' channels yet.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put mine
They brought the chocolate out, boy. They brought them out. So I'm glad that you guys had a great time, and we hope that this is motivating some of you guys to come on down. He said Cali is untapped, and we want it to remain untapped.
Exactly. I'm glad you. Thank you. Yes.
We want to remain untapped. We do not want Cali to have bodies like Medellin, bodies like Cartagena, bodies like Bogota, bodies like Sosua, bodies like parts of Thailand. We don't want all them bodies on our city. We really don't. Me and Chris have been here long enough to realize that having a close-knit group of dudes pays. Just having a small group of dudes and going back to the mindset what Chris was talking about earlier. I'm gonna let Chris speak a little bit more on it about the type of behavior or attitude or how men carry themselves. The type of guys that come down here have a good time is completely different from guys that may go to other cities for the type of good time that they may be looking for.
Right. So, and when it comes down to that, okay, of course, everywhere throughout the country is legal, but I say it all the time. There is just so much goodness to be found in these people. You can be a genuine good dude, like we've heard many times, like Ron even illustrated. Just be a good dude. You'll find somebody who'll be cool with you. Ron just being 6'2" ain't had to say nothing. 6'6" ain't had to say a word. It's just offering the best of you to the people. You're gonna be good. And it's all about, man, really coming here with the right attitude. You can't come in with I'm better than these broke mother, whatever attitudes, because we already know if you flexing and flossing, you're a target. You ready to get got. You know, even though don't let the smooth taste fool you, as they used to say, even though we here, it's still dangerous. We love it and live it every day, but we've learned how to move. Even looking at a live stream, look at Andre right now. He got on a regular shirt. We all got on regular shirts. Ain't nobody got on no whole bunch of gold, no whole bunch of food.
No gold, none of that.
Everybody just regular. So the thing is, man, you just got to understand, you ain't got to have your hot J's. You ain't got to have your brand new ones. You ain't got to have none of that. Go to Walmart, pick a whole wardrobe. Go to Family Dollar Store, pick a whole wardrobe. Bring your ass. That's all you need to do. Come with some personality, come with some kind of something about yourself. But other than that, man, just be ready to tap in with people who gonna be good every day.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that D Payne would say this. He said, "I want to learn the language and teach English there as a way to integrate myself into within the community." That's great. The white guy that we met the other day, Kyle. I'm going to be interviewing Kyle.
Oh, Kyle.
They were there with us Monday. Kyle been here for 10 years. I say, and you ain't got a YouTube channel. You ain't doing no consultation. You ain't got no books. You ain't got no. He said, man, people tell me to do. I say, and Kyle is a teacher he's taught throughout the country. In different school districts. And I'm like, Kyle, man, we got to talk, bro. I got to get you on point, man. Yeah. And so because there are a lot of guys down here that actually have a lot to offer, not only to guys that are outside the United States, but also offer the communities here. So that's a great idea in regards to learning the language and helping people by teaching English as well. So that's a good step forward, because Cali is trying to step up its tourism, but it is not trying to do it in the way that Medellin or Cartagena has done it, by way of its reputation. A lot of people don't realize Cali is the sports capital of Colombia. A lot of guys don't realize how many bowling alleys we have down here. We have 2 major golf courses down here. My friend of mine just brought his dad down here a couple weeks ago. They played a couple rounds of golf. His dad came down the second time. And the other thing is that I really liked was I saw guys that brought their dads down.
Right.
You saw Passport Bros, Blue Book Gentlemen, and Passport Kings bringing family members, bringing the family.
That's right, because you met Shelton and Pops. Yeah, Pops was here.
Yeah, Pops was so
Dad
happy.
had a ball, boy.
Girl flew in.
Yes, sir. Pops was good.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my pops out the country, because they because I've spent so much time out the country, they think I lost my damn mind. But I'm trying to tell them, you need to come out here and see what I'm talking about, because I can only tell you so much. Yeah, I'm like, that's what I keep telling them. I'm like, prove me wrong. I know you thought when I was in Mexico, El Chapo was gonna chop my head off, and now I'm out here. You think Pablo's coming to get me, and I'm like, man, that. I'm telling y'all,
all the boogeyman stories.
Yeah, it's been. Yeah, so pretty much I've been out the country for the last 11 months, I guess, and then I've been in South America for 5. So it's like they think I'm just losing it, but I'm like, yeah, y'all gotta.
You can't know till you know.
Yeah,
that's absolutely correct. That's absolutely correct. Hey, Chris, did you drop your channel so I can put it up here?
It's in there somewhere.
Okay, let me see. I saw Jay's. I already put Jay's toward the top.
Yeah, I gotta do it. I just did a copy of the link. Hang on, let me see this damn thing. I ain't quite as YouTube versus you guys, or I just be out here doing my thing.
I ain't mad at you, brother. I'm not mad at you.
I just copied it straight. Okay, now I copied the wrong link. My bad. Hang on.
Yeah, you can just drop it in the comment section, and then because for you guys that want to make sure that you subscribe to a great channel, make sure that you guys subscribe not only to Travel Unravel, our other channel, and subscribing to Andrea Wallace TV, and also subscribe to us on Facebook. But also make sure that you guys subscribe to Mostly Money TV, our other channel. I got another channel I'm about to drop in a second, an AI channel, to where I ain't got to do nothing. Let AI do all the talking. And then let me go back up. Let me see if I can find Stefano's. I mean, not Stefano's, but yes, and Stefano's. Well, here we got Jay's. Yeah. We got Jay channel. Make sure you subscribe to Jay's channel, Jay Fleming.
For me, all you gotta do is type in "Out Here with King." If you type "Out Here with" and put a K, I'm gonna come up.
All right. And make sure you guys support. Make sure you support my man Chris's channel. Out Here with King. Yep. All you gotta do is just put that into YouTube algorithm. I mean, you put in YouTube search, and that's what the channel is going to pull up. So definitely, guys, definitely make sure you support Black male content.
Oh yeah,
You
I've
know,
been pushing that a lot lately. I'm trying to get
And
people
see,
to
yeah,
that's
really,
man.
what I tell folks that all
really,
the time.
really
Let me give
support.
you one of the things I do. For those who, well, I don't do any lives yet. I need to start doing them. But watch hours is everything to us. So one thing I've been doing, like say, hell, let's say I'm running around the house. Even if I'm doing something else, I'm gonna put somebody's channel on. I'm gonna click 3, 4 videos and add them to a queue and let them run. Because these hours to the cats who doing this to survive, the cats who trying to get somewhere, it means
Mhm.
something. Let it run.
Right.
You might be
Yep.
surprised by something you hear sometimes if you take the time to listen. There's some
Mhm.
cats out here on some fugazi bull, you know what it is. Everybody ain't everybody. But you see where I'm at. If I'm here, I'm politicking with real people. I don't play with
Mm-hmm.
just anybody. And I
Mm-hmm.
obviously, Dre, he ain't just gonna play with anybody. So, you
Mm-hmm.
have a certain level of credibility when you come on credible stations, credible channels, credible feeds.
Oh yeah.
And
There's certain
also,
people you just don't politic with. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
yeah, no. You're absolutely correct. And also, since YouTube has changed some of the policies in regards to not it only takes 3,000 hours to get monetized and 500 subscribers to get monetized. It makes it a lot easier for guys to become monetized. So right now, support female content creators go, especially the sisters. They're gonna always have somebody support them. So that's no problem. They got us. We gonna support them.
Mhm.
But when it
Right.
comes to Black male content, it's time for us to make sure that we look out for each other, because at the end of the day, I promise you, when these cameras go off, guys, your family members don't understand travel like we do. They're
At
not going to.
all.
If you think your mama and cousin them and Ray and Nook and them going to celebrate that you got your passport like we got this week or next week, like we celebrated with you, it's not going to happen.
It's
They're
not.
not going to tell you some
Man.
of the places in Italy. They're not going to tell you some of the places in Africa or some of the places in Greece or some of the places in Portugal to go to or places in South America, because most of our family members, let's be honest, they just don't travel like we do. And so at
Right.
the end of the day, all we got is each other. Because I remember, once again, all I had was Marwa, Ace Live, Passport Heavy, Jabril, and Tailor Made Dreams, Russ. That was it. There a few other brothers like Chocolate Man in Thailand, and then there's a couple of brothers that's in that's in Africa that I could watch. But for the most part, it was just a few guys that actually encouraged me to be able to say, okay, me making this move is not stupid. Because if I had
Right.
listened to family and coworkers, I would still be in a cubicle in the States. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? So,
Exactly.
so definitely support Black male content.
Yeah. Let me.
Thank you very
Well,
much. Again, Black Newbie. Go ahead, Jay.
yeah, I was gonna say because I like to always point this out whenever you talk about you're not going to be supported by friends and family. One of the things, once you do
Mhm.
start traveling, you're going to have to realize that you're never going to be able to relate to your friends and family the same way ever again. And honestly, it's in some ways it's a little depressing, but in other ways it's kind of like you realize that your mentality and your mind has expanded. You understand that you're starting to see things from a global perspective as opposed to just a local perspective. I mean, because there's just little things that they're never going to get until they actually get that passport stamped, kind of
Right.
engulf themselves in the
True.
cultures or whatever. But yeah, so when you do say we're all we got, man, trust me when I tell you, Dre, I'm I feel it right now. I really feel it, and it's bittersweet. It's bittersweet.
Oh, my man, Mark. What's up, my man, Mark? What's
In the
happening?
building. Looking clean with it.
Yes, sir.
Looking clean with it. Man, it's just good to see so many men, especially men of color, coming together, supporting each other, and showcasing the opportunities. The reason why we showcase the this particular episode, we brought men up who've has experiences. Is one thing for you guys to hear from me and Andrea, or just hear from my big mouth, but it's another thing to hear from Kings who lives here, Jay who's often here, Ron who was here for the first time, and you guys get a chance to hear it from each person's perspective about how important this festival and celebration is. A, how different Cali, Colombia is from the rest of Colombia, and just how different Colombia is from Cali. Also, the third thing is how different the mindset of the men that come here is. I find Cali, and I'm not just saying this in a braggadocious way, and Kings and Jay, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I find that there is a hint of maturity of men that and women that come to Cali that I don't come across in other cities, in other major cities, in the other touristy cities. Correct me if I'm wrong, gentlemen.
No,
Some
you're
of
absolutely
them.
right.
Some
Yeah,
of them.
yeah, because
You still have some of these damn fools, but you know what it is. Anyway.
I
Go
mean, yeah,
ahead,
you're
Jay.
always gonna get that every once in a while. But one of the things I think it was me and one of the gentlemen that we went out with to the festival that night. He was like, "Yeah, I really hope they don't kind of blow up the spot in Cali and whatnot." I was like, to be honest with you, Pookie's not gonna like Cali. I don't
At
think
all.
it's gonna get to the
No.
point where Pookie wants
Say
to
that
come
again,
to
Jay.
Cali. Yeah, Pookie's not gonna like Cali. It's not the same as Medellin. It's not the same as Cartagena. Yeah, because it's just a whole different vibe, a whole different feel. And like you said, when dealing with the women, they are a lot more mature, and they kind of have that the way they go about things is a lot different. So it's, you're not gonna it's not gonna be Pookie's flavor. Let's just say
Right.
that.
That's true.
I can guarantee I encounter cats all the time, man. What do you do here? I mean, what do you mean what I do here? I live. I enjoy my life. I have a good time. I go out and I see people. But but
Mm.
but it's so boring. What's boring? What did you come here to do? You got to open your mind, spread your horizons, Junior. You can only
Yeah.
use that thing so long. You got to get out here and have a real life.
Nah.
And that's what that
Live.
is. I think one of the things that Cali has done for me is it solidified my decision to live here compared to Medellin. I would have went to Medellin because it was fun to live there. I would have went to Cartagena because the beach life is relaxing, the beach life like I lived in Florida. But Cali is, like you say, you're among the people. It's organic Colombians. It's not these Colombians that's trying to cater to you as if, oh, he's a tourist, let's gringo him. Or he's a tourist, that's the only reason we're cool with him. Cali is more or less like Chris said, you literally are among the people, just everyday hardworking people. People that deal with crime like you do. So when you sit back, you cry about somebody got my phone, they like, so what, somebody took my phone too. What are you crying about, American? Somebody's begging me for money again. Well, they beg me for money. So the local Colombians go through the exact same thing in Cali that you go through. So anything that you want to cry about as a tourist, I promise you, the locals are tired of the exact same thing, and they will let you know on a regular basis on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, in the groups, on the news.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah, that's one beautiful thing. I haven't been like gringo price since I've been here or attempted, and it's like that's kind of refreshing, because it's like it's not a lot of money when they do gringo price you, but still it's kind of like irritating because it's just like you're talking to me like I'm dumb. Like I spend a lot of time in Cartagena, but I would say the difference between me and a lot of people is I actually move a lot different in Cartagena than everyone else. So. And I enjoy the beach life. So, but that's why I feel as though like I can easily make that transition from Cartagena to Cali, or wherever really, because I have no problem really blending in, and I'm usually not on the same type of time everybody else is on.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I like the fact of being here that you can go to Cartagena. Let's say, and I was single like you guys, I can go to Cartagena, have my Cartagena-ish fun, but then when I want to live a real life, I could come back to Cali and live a real everyday life. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's the part that kind of that's the only thing that threw me off about Medellin was it was just too touristy in some areas. Now there are parts of Medellin that you won't see tourists for the most part, but at the end of the day, I just didn't want to risk it. I wanted to be in a city where I rarely saw tourists. That I more likely saw guys like Jay, especially more guys like Chris, because we met walking down the street. See what I'm saying? You know, Chris and them were coming one way, me and Ace walking another way, and we run into each other, and we've been cool ever since. And so Chris introduced me to other brothers, and then brothers that I already knew that Chris already knew. And so all these things that coincide to make a good unified brotherhood. We can watch Super Bowls together, NBA finals together, celebrate events together. The other thing is, what else? Oh, birthdays. Chris, we just pulled up when you guys pulled off on the party bus.
Yeah, I heard. They said y'all just got there. Yeah. And you know what he's saying? Oh yeah, I mean, hell, most certainly. And to what he's saying, I'll say this, and if somebody think I'm wrong, admit. I think we have the most connected, the most organic, the realest family there is in Colombia here.
Yeah.
We got the realest, most attached. Somebody throw the hat, somebody else there. Somebody got a question, somebody else there. Whatever goes down here, we all have a connection that nobody else has. I've been to several cities here, met with several expats. They pass each other. They still had the same, you know, I gotta put my shoulder on you when I dap you up. I can't have you close to me. You can't get close to me, dog. Can't get close to me. Like, why? What you worried about? There's so much still your home inside of you. You can't let go to live and love. Mark will tell you, he say facts. He family. He ain't nothing but A1 all day family. He done been, he done laughed, he done lived, he done loved with us. He done ran the streets. He done it all. We have genuine community here. And it's not just community among us. It's not just community taking advantage of other people. It's us living in, among, and with everybody else. And dollar for dollar, pound for pound, whatever for whatever. Ain't nobody got no family better than we got here.
No. Nobody. And also, we got wheels. I ain't heard nobody in Medellin talk about they bought cars or vehicles to where all of us can get around. Nobody. Right. No. Come on, Jay. What city you done been to in Colombia outside of Cali that you can call on one of your brothers and say, what y'all doing? Oh, yeah, I'll be over there to pick you up.
Oh, yeah. No, I haven't heard anybody buying cars. I mean, I've dealt with women that have cars, but outside of that,
yeah, they live.
Right. So absolutely. Yeah. So when we sit back and say that this is a very unified group, everybody respects each other. We laugh with each other. We laugh at each other. We spend just about every Monday, if not, every other Monday, we try to come together at a sports bar or location and just hang out and just spend some time together just to keep the group unified, not just a WhatsApp group, which is cool to have, but we really try to at least 5-10 of us try to come together and just hang out on a Monday like we all did this past Monday. And it had so many people. You're watching people walk by and there's nothing but all these brothers and sisters from other locations outside of Cali. None of us born here, but we just having a great time and being unified, and that's a good thing. That is a great thing.
Right. Okay. Great. You guys got to let me know like the next meetup before I leave. I got one more week here, so
look here. Every Monday, Get Down. I've been hosting the Get Down for 2 years now. Every Monday, Chippy Chappy come through. I get there at 7-ish. Every Monday, American music. We got food you can order at the bar. My people at the bar, Esteban, Juan, Estefania, they family. He'll tell you, come through, tap in. We'll be there. You already know what I look like. I'm a strange looking motherfucker. Yeah, pop on in and holler at us. We here regularly.
Monday at 7. Yeah, I'll be there Monday at 7 because like I said, I got a week left, man. It's been a good ride, but your boy got to get back to work.
Where you headed to when you get out of here?
I got to go back to Cali. So I'm from Cali. And, what I do is I work in prisons throughout California. So whatever prison they assign me to, that's the one I go to. That's the city I go to. So, I got to go back, get my assignment, work my 6 months to a year, and then I'm going to be back again, just like I did last time. Actually, how I came out here, I was just like, I had a meeting in the morning, and then next thing I know, I text Dre, "Hey, Dre, I'm on my way." He was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, give me it. All I need is an Airbnb, man. Where's the Airbnb?"
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was on my way. Couple hours, I was here in Cali.
Yeah.
So,
And the cool part is most of us are about a good 20-minute ride away from each other. You know, from
Yeah, if it's even
from a
that.
5-minute walk to a 20-minute ride. So we're all not
Right.
too far away from each other. You know, we got a couple brothers that live on the deep south, but for the most part, most of us kind of like really live not too far away from each other. So anytime you have an emergency that you need some help, there's always somebody available in the WhatsApp group to kind of like steer you in the right direction.
Right.
yeah.
So he said, I need that online job. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Actually, let me pull something up real quick before I let us go. It's in our Patreon. I actually wrote an article a while back in our Patreon regarding companies that is 300 online jobs. I'm going to drop this list. 300 online jobs that will companies that will allow you to work from anywhere in the world. And I created a list of 300. Let me scroll down and get to that article.
When he says that, I'll say this too. You're looking for an online job. Get the paid VPN. Don't get that free one. Invest in yourself. $30, $50, $70 for 2 years is well worth it. That VPN is invaluable to you being gone. But if you get Janky Jones free VPN that lasts for 30 minutes at a time, you got to restart your whole computer. It ain't worth having.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let me pull this up real quick for you guys to be able to see it. Then I'm going to drop the link for guys to be able to enjoy. Let me do the screen share. This is in our Patreon, and this is free. This is an article that I have free. And right here, let me make sure everybody can see it. Okay, cool. And right here, I wrote this article and gave some stats about remote work that came out in 2022, even some stats about African Americans, how they are respected more when we have online jobs, and how much easier it is for to succeed, and the mindset, the motivation. This chart talks about African American blacks working from home has contributed to a better experience for black staffers. So I have that in the article, but also I have in the article, if you click on here, it opens up a PDF, and in that PDF, let me go over to the PDF right now. Make sure you guys can see what I have on my screen. If you go to the PDF, once you click on it, I have 300 companies that are hiring around the world. I start off giving you a little bit of information, tell you about what the top hiring jobs are online. Those aren't the only ones, but these are some of the top 10 as of 2023. Then we have some of these job boards. So all you have to do is click on the link from We Work Remotely to Flex Jobs to just remote.co, all the way down. Then I talk about 40 top companies hiring for remote workers in 2023. All you have to do is just click the link that's connected to it. This customer service. This one right here is customer support, marketing, digital marketing. So that's 40 more jobs right there. Also, when you scroll down a little further, I start showing you more international. Well, actually, within those jobs, I have national and international jobs. Indiana, that's one of that's national, of course. But then right under there, I have an international job, jobs that are hiring internationally, even though their home base might be in the States. You scroll down a little further, I also have a checklist of these major companies are hiring for Flex Job, which is the link that I just showed you online. And so I show you these companies that are hiring. All you got to do is just click the link, and it'll take you directly to the company for you to apply and learn more about it. Those are more jobs. Then I give you more jobs down here. This was hiring at $20 an hour, $15 an hour, $65K to $100K for this one for assistant general manager. And each one of these many of these are stateside, and many of these are worldwide companies that are looking to hire you. This one is 110K to 140K. This was $20 an hour. This was $250 to $1,000 a month. Do realize if you plan on living in Colombia, $1,000 a month or $2,000 a month, you're gonna be living pretty good with $2,000 a month in Colombia. This one is hiring for 55K to 65K. And these are positions that many Americans don't go for. I'm gonna say this again.
Right.
Let me come back. These are the positions that many Americans don't go for because they're either looking for local jobs or they feel that they can't afford to get a $30 or $25 an hour job. Why is that? Because it's so expensive to live in the States. So they overlook the $20 an hour job. But us that plan on living in different countries, we can afford it. Give us $20 an hour living in South America or living in Thailand or living in Portugal or parts of Africa. That $20 an hour, you looking good.
Yes, sir.
So a lot of these jobs, go ahead, Chris.
I don't know. Say yes, sir. I'm just adding in. I'm chiming in. The choir is speaking behind you.
Oh yeah. So a lot of these positions are looked over by average Americans. Also, when the average American sees a job, even if it's paying 50, 60,000 a year, when they see that it says international, they actually think they don't qualify. They think just because the company is located internationally that, oh well, they're going to be paying me in whatever it is, their local change. No, they're saying US dollars, 65,000, 50,000. So do realize that. So a lot of times when Americans see international, the other thing that they don't understand is when you see international, that means that you can do that position from anywhere in the world for that company. But most Americans don't think about anywhere in the world. They're not thinking about doing a job from Bali. They're not thinking about doing a job from Kuwait. So at the end of the day, you guys have the upper hand on this list that I'm giving you. And I just created, as you see, a lot of it is saying 2023. I just created this list when I did create the Patreon earlier this year. So a lot of these jobs are still viable. Call center positions, still playing good. Remote work from home jobs, more. Airbnb is even hiring for their customer service. So all for their marketing. Airbnb is an online marketing marketplace where people list, discover, and book travel accommodations ranging from tiny homes to tree houses to castles. And they're looking for remote workers to work from home. So they're looking for lead experienced designers and staff scientists. That means inference, quality and community, and other positions that they have available. Let's just talk about Airbnb. This is another company right here that's hiring as well. And all you have to do is click on the links, guys. I'm giving you something that you will not find in any other place. That's everything is already put together. All you have to do is click on the links and it'll take you there. Let's just click on this link, for example. I clicked on the link. It took me directly to the job. Bada bing, bada boom. So when I say, guys, I already did all the hard work for you. So if you cannot take the time out to actually go ahead and do the hard work, the rest of the hard work for yourself, I don't know what I can say. I don't know what I can do for you, because at the end of the day, I put together 300 international as well as national online jobs that are hiring. And there's even more and even more and even more. All the way down. All the way down. That's we just going down to 30 in this location right here. All these companies are hiring. Companies that allow work from anywhere in the world. Here's more companies that are hiring. Team Anywhere. Click on Team Anywhere. Bam. There you go. You're right on their website. I'm taking you directly. Come on, guys. I'm showing you love tonight. We're showing you love. Me and these gentlemen are showing you a way to how you be able to do it.
Showing you your escape plan. There you go.
Yeah, I know, right? I know, right? So I'm about to click on that put this Patreon link in the description of the video of the live stream. And so guys, just click on that particular link, and there's once again, it's a PDF that's inside of it. You're going to see the article. You enjoy the article, but at the end of the article, there's a PDF right there for you to be able to go to all the jobs that I was just showing you. And I upgrade it every year. Every year I do a whole new list of 3 jobs or companies that are hiring year-round for individuals such as yourselves.
Okay.
See, for all you guys that stayed toward the end of the video, you got the hookup. For all the dudes that bailed out, I catch you next year.
Right.
There you go.
Well, I appreciate you gentlemen being here with me and Andrea, and we've been able to speak on the Petronio Alvarez Festival, as well as share more information regarding Cali, Colombia, as well as online job opportunities. In closing, do you guys have any closing statements regarding Cali or the festival for next year? We're gonna go with Jay, and then we're gonna always anchor with Kings.
Okay, well, yeah, my closing thoughts are definitely I recommend going to the Petronio Festival. I mean, I had a great time. Again, beautiful Black women. Okay, probably my favorite part of the whole thing. But live music, friendly people. Cali, Colombia is definitely, like you said, a big city with a hometown feel. I mean, of course, you guys know I will be back probably within the next 6 months to a year. And, I can't wait to meet up with you again, Dre. It's always a good time whenever I see you, brother.
Oh, yeah, man. Every time you come, man, I always look forward to see you, Jay, man. You're a good man. You got good energy. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart, man. You're a really good dude, solid. And that you remind me of most, not all, like me and Chris could attest to, but you remind me of most of the guys that come down here, just solid dudes. And so the ones that ain't solid, they kind of like fall by the wayside immediately.
I could tell, man. Like, because the first time we met up, I was like, I could tell, man, Pookie's not gonna like this place because it's a different energy. It's not, people wilding out like in Cartagena and Medellin. So, yeah, man. But yeah, like I said, every time I come out, man, I can't wait to come back and meet up with you brothers again, man. I really enjoyed myself. All
right. And shout out to Gail, the Southern Belle. She posted our, if you guys are interested in joining and supporting with the Patreon, I don't care if it's $5. I don't care if it's $200 support. We appreciate the support that you guys give us, and we hope that the information that we post. I have a video, a special video of the Petronio Alvarez Festival that I'll be dropping in the Patreon this week. And as I was saying before, anybody that's in the Patreon, we appreciate all that you guys do in supporting the channel and the purchasing of equipment all the way until the software that we purchase, and you help support us in building other brands and other channels. So we appreciate that about you guys. Thanks for joining the Patreon, May. I appreciate that in such a way. And I hope more than anything, I hope that you continue. Mo, my bad. I hope that you continue to follow and watch the live streams as we continue to grow on and show you guys, because you guys were with me and Andrea when we didn't have microphones. It was just our voices echoing off the walls, and now we have a full studio, and we appreciate that. And also, in closing, I want to hear what Kings have to say to encourage guys for 2024, as well as giving the guys some encouraging words regarding Cali, Colombia.
All right. Well, first, appreciate you all for sharing the time with me. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for letting me be here tonight. So, with regard to what's going to be coming for 2024. Petronio Alvarez is a bedrock of the Afro Colombian community. Like I said from the start, 60 different cities and towns throughout the Pacifico were there to represent. Any flavor you think of is there. Like my man Jay said, with the food, you have about 60 restaurants shining, showing their flavors, showing the local delicacies from where they come from. It's one of the most flavorful events you never knew you needed to be at. So that's just Petronio. But the side of Cali, as we've all said, You got to be a real, mature, educated, solid traveler to be able to understand and appreciate this. I read a comment earlier, my man, I think it's ENB, was saying that's why folks just pass through coffee country because you can't get the mangoes in coffee country. You got to be a genuine dude to be able to enjoy and appreciate and experience that. Some of the things you can see in this country are just mind blowing. It's just awesome to see some of the sights, even inside of Cali itself. Now in 2024, I know Cristo Rey should be opening back up. You've got several different places. You can get some incredible views of the city. And the reason, like Dre was saying, the reason I'm here, been all throughout Colombia, been to several cities, large and small. I do want to get a place in Medellin as well because my thing is the culture and the people. I want to learn the Black experience in Medellin. I want to learn about the people in Choco. I want to learn about the people on that northern coast because I found there's a difference between the northern coast and the southern coast. Some things they have, well, other ones don't. So I'm trying to explore the people and learn that thing. But Cali gives you a beautiful mix and blending of everything. Because you're going to run into somebody from somewhere else. You're going to run into somebody who's been some other part of Colombia that you don't know about. You can always find something to learn here. And that's every day something comes into your life worthwhile. It's not just another group of mangoes today, and I guess I'll go out here and throw away $900. Why the hell would you do that? Just go to Éxito, my favorite place.
True. It's kind of funny that you would say that, Chris, in regards to you get your flavor in Cali that comes from other areas. Cali reminds me of Atlanta in a sense. Very few people are from Atlanta. You meet a woman from she'll say she lives here, but my family is from. She's like the first generation Calinia, but their family is from this area. Their family's from that area. It's very rare you find somebody like that's Black, that's a second and third or fourth generation Calinia or Calino here in Cali, Colombia. Especially among the Afro Colombian population. So you do if you ain't been to Choco yet and you try to get you a woman from Choco, you might run across several in Cali. Buenaventura, same thing.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Yeah, I've noticed that.
And let me say this too. He talking about the old Atlanta, not the new Atlanta.
That new Atlanta, boy. I don't know nothing about that one.
Hey, I don't know what they doing up there. They wilded out.
They doing something special. As you were saying, Jay?
Yeah, I was just saying, I've noticed that a lot of them aren't actually from Cali because a lot of times they'll tell me they're from a different city. It's never just, I've been born and raised in Cali or my family's from Cali. It's always some different city that their family's actually from.
Yeah, absolutely. Once again, make sure you guys subscribe to Jay's channel.
Hey, Gail,
make sure you subscribe to Out Here with Kings channel. Show support. Black male content creators need support. YouTube is opening up doors ever since they closed the doors on Fresh and Fit. Come on, fellas. For all you content creators, we gotta move with wisdom. You can't sit up here be having white hoods on and then using racial slurs or slurs that just belittle women all day long and think that you're gonna keep on making millions. So hopefully Fresh and Fit get it together. I don't want to see anybody kind of like permanently lose their channel, but when the landlord said that y'all got to get out, landlord putting them out their place, so they got to get them a new spot.
Time to go.
Yeah, it's time to go. So, but they walking away with at least I could easily say them dudes walked away with at least 3 or 4 million apiece. So,
yeah, easily.
But here's the thing: you know about money just like I know about money. When it come easy, it spin fast.
Come on now.
I just pray they smart with it.
Come on now. At least I think Myron invested his in a bunch of property, but I don't know about Fresh. Fresh was the one to walk around a big gold chain, and I heard he got him like a expensive car that's like $400,000, trying to fly, be Mr. Fly in Miami. But at the end of the day, no shots fired. It's just no. We're all learning from each other.
Yeah.
And as content creators, we all bounce off of each other of each other's experiences, and if whether it be positive or negative. And so we can celebrate somebody's doing great on their brand, but we also can sit back and learn from a person that makes a mistake with their brand.
Right.
It's true.
Yeah. Yeah, and they weren't paying people, so it was a lot of things that they had going on that they need to kind of like come together and kumbaya that situation. But as for us here in Cali, Colombia, for all you guys that want more information, once again, reach out to any of us on our channels, as well as reach out to me and Andrea in regards to consultation. Andrea is helping brothers get their digital nomad visas as well as your retirement visa. So a lot of guys are doing that right now. We got one brother just got his again, another brother, and he's reaching out to us with a few more dudes that he knows about. So definitely, if you guys are looking to get your digital nomad visa or your retirement visa, reach out to us, because at the end of the day, man, we want you guys to live the best life that you deserve to have. And if it's not in the States, then find yourself in a place where you can live that best life. Once again, my name is Andre of Andre and Andre's Love Crossing Borders. We're up out of here, guys. You guys get some rest, some sleep. Some of y'all got to go to that 9 to 5 in the mornings. Shout out to the second shifters. Shout out to all you third shifters. Hope we made your night good so far. And if we haven't, go ahead, replay this. It'll make your night better.
Yes,
anyway.
sir.
All right.
All right, gentlemen, y'all
Talk to you guys
be
later.